Hi, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see you guys back here again, and I'm glad to be back after quite some time. So today's video is just going to be a little bit of things that I want to show you guys, share with you guys. They're going to be mostly for any dog in general, or because I have Australian Shepherds towards Australian Shepherds. It's mostly like treats, grooming supplies, you know, essentials like I said. So things I already have and or unboxing. As you can see, I have boxes in the background. And I'm going to have the links to everything down below. Some things do have coupon codes and all that stuff. So if you guys are interested, everything will be down there. So don't forget to check that out. But besides all that, let's get straight into the video. I guess we'll do toys first. So the first essential thing that I really like is this. I know Chuck It is the brand, but it's basically this. You put your ball in here, you throw it, and it goes very long distances. They have different sizes for them. This is like the medium one, and it's really good, of course, if your dog loves to fetch. And if they do love to fetch, then they can go for hours with this thing. You don't have to pick up a slobbery ball, and it's really easy for you to keep throwing right after they give it to you. So this is a must for those that really like to fetch. With that being said, a ball, but not any ball. I used to throw regular tennis balls with this, and if we were at the park or something, they would get really muddy and gross. So I would really recommend a rubber ball, because you can just wash it with water and clean it, and then bring it back in the house without it being all nasty and gross. I kind of got rid of all my tennis balls. Yeah, rubber ball is very essential. This month, of course, I've been making a lot of KongBox reviews, but the Kong is very essential, or at least toys that are kind of like the Kong, where you could put treats in and, you know, just leave them in there. They'll get really distracted for hours. It's a really good stimulation for your dog as well. So I'm recommending the Kong because it's a classic. I think it's a really popular brand. I might be wrong. But yeah, just types of toys. Put in a treat, leave them in their cage. It's really good for crate training as well. It's really good for a lot of things. And if you guys want, I could do an in-depth video on that itself. But let me know in the comments down below. So transitioning to treats, which is like the only treat that I have that I really like so far that's kind of different, is these fillable treats. It's a stuffer for toys like this, and I think this is really cool and different. I've really been enjoying these so far because Kong sends you these monthly in their subscription box, and I'm like, might as well use it, and I fell in love with it. It is messy when you first get it, but then you get used to using it, and it's really great, and it just doesn't create any mess after. And you can freeze it as well, so it could last longer. There's so many things that you could do with this, and I really recommend it. At least try it once. I do recommend getting one of these. I think this is half a gallon, so that, you know, you can give them water. And I usually have this attached to it so I could give them water gradually. I think this is like, it's kind of little, but it works for my dogs. You know, you keep on refilling it, unlike just a little water bottle that will eventually run out of water. But this is really good if you have more than one dog too. It's still good if you have like a large dog or something, because it holds a lot of water. I used to carry a little, it was meant for one dog, but a water bottle with a little cap on it, and it was good for one dog. But once I got more than one dog, it was just never enough. I would bring it and people would be like, wow, that's all the water that you have. I would never bring it. But then the times that I did need it, I kind of regretted not bringing it. So I upgraded to this. This would last one trip to the park for all three of my dogs. They would be completely empty by the end of the day. So it's really good investment. I got mine at Marshall's for $5. So I'll try to find an equivalent for the price that you pay for it. With that being said, I would upgrade to one of these water bowls, especially if you have more than one dog. I have 3 dogs, and I would constantly be refilling their bowls, like, I don't know, like 5 times a day. With this, I refill like every 3 days. This is a 2.5 gallon, And I'm even thinking about getting a bigger one. You just don't have to worry about it anymore. And I mean, it keeps it cold somewhat. I usually like to put ice in it to keep it a little bit more cooler. It does have like little filtration on the bottom, so that's great too. And yeah, these are really cool to have. A lot of people don't really think about that. It kind of goes over their head, or they forget that those exist. So here I am to remind you, go get one. I guess another thing that I could mention, I just want you all to know that if you have problems with your dog's pulling on your walks, get a front lead collar. Front lead collar is basically where you attach the leash is in the front of their chest area. So it disorientates their center of gravity, and so they will stop pulling a lot or as much. So this is the one I have. There's so many out there, so this is just a reference. I really like this one though, because it does have a control handle, which is really helpful at sometimes. So maybe try to get like a combo. I don't know. There's just so many out there. But the point that I want to get is to get a front lead collar. It'll change your life. Trust me. Like, I tried to teach my dogs how to walk for the longest time at the one that attached to their back, and they just would not listen. Once I would use this collar, the front of the collar, it made training so much easier. Next, we're going to talk about grooming. And if you guys know, Australian Shepherds shed a lot. Not as much as most dogs, but they do shed, FYI. And so I would recommend this type of comb. I do have 2 combs, one for just combing and one, which is this one, for de-shedding. So this type of brush is called a rake. It's like some type of, I think it's called like an undercoat rake. So I really like this one because it goes deep into their undercoat and takes all their dead hair out, and it just helps you, you know, get rid of that hair. I am gonna say that it does not take out everything, because that's kind of impossible in general. It just helps out a lot. So yeah, I really like this one. I use it a lot, and it just decreases the amount of hair that I see around my place and everything. So this is really good. Talking about that, this is the type of shampoo that I really like, and I've talked about it before. It's from Bodhi Dog, and the reason why I like this is because it has all natural ingredients. It's very diverse. You can use it for cats, ferrets, so many different types of animals. But the most important thing about this that I really like is that it relieves allergies. And I know this works. None of my dogs have allergies, but my brother's dog does, and I recommended him this product. He used it on her, and not that it like completely takes it away, but it does relieve all her allergies from like the other shampoos that she used to use, or he used to use on her. Of course, I can't say that will work for all dogs, but for the most part, it's really friendly for your dog and their skin, which I really like. And it smells really good, so that's a plus. One more thing before we go to the unboxings is this, and I've been seeing this all around TikTok lately, but I've bought it way before that. I've had this for quite some time. And the reason why I bought this is because I was sick and tired of wasting those sticky ones that you get, the roll-on ones. And yes, those work the best in my opinion. But this, if you're like an eco-friendly person and you don't want to waste all that paper, this will save you so much. So it has little like pricks. Obviously doesn't hurt, but it's enough to take off the hair. You roll it on the area that has the hair, and it'll eventually collect wherever you're rolling it on, and then you just pick it up, throw it in the trash. Yeah, and I have 2 of these. Amazon has a really great deal, 2 for like $5. So I usually have one in my car. The only thing that you might have to be careful with this is the type of cloth that you're using. I have a perfect example right in front of me. This type of cloth would completely be destroyed if I use this. Do not use it on this at all. But besides that, I think it goes well with any other type of cloth. Like stuff like this with like too much texture, it doesn't really work. But besides that, it's really great. It does collect most of the hair, if not all. So I would really recommend this. Alright, so that being said, let's start with the unboxing. I'm really excited. I don't know if you know me, but I love unboxing, so let's get right into it. I think I'm just gonna go with smallest to largest. So I have two beds that I want to share with you guys. A crate bed, and the other one is just a normal bed. Kind of normal bed. And the dogs notice that I'm unpackaging something. They love to unpackage stuff as much as me. So they're here. Oh my god, messing up my setup. I got their medium size because the medium size is usually big, but it's kind of small. Oh no, it gets bigger. Okay, let me lay this out for you guys. This is the little corner that my dogs sleep in, or at least Rocket. Rocket, we're gonna put in your bed. Come on. Come on. I need to wash this. It's dirty. It's basically the same type of bed, but different. It's small. It's for Rocket, not for you. Oh, Stella, you like it? You like your bed? Okay, I understand. Stella doesn't want to show her bed. Rocket rams through. Rocket, go to your bed, Rocket. What are you doing? Oh my god, they can't decide. Stella's Rocket, what's going on? Does that mean you like it? Rocket loves it. Oh yeah, he loves it. Alright, well yeah, that's the bed right there. It's a little small. Perfect for a French Bulldog. Perfect for a mini Aussie. Oh, stole the ball, okay. Alright, so that's the first thing. Here I have their big old bed right here. So it's kind of like my old bed, but the thing with this one that it has edges. So when they fall asleep, they have like some sort of support on the sides, and it's supposed to be calming for them. So if you want a bed like that, go ahead and check out Pup Show and support their business. The dogs really liked it. I think it's a pretty nice bed. It's really aesthetic. So if you're into that type of like theme and look, then perfect for you. This is a big one. Hey! Okay, this one's a little big. Oh, this is really fancy. Memory foam bed. So this bed is by Pet Libro. I also have a code for this one if you guys are interested once I set it up. So far, really good impressions. I really love packaging. This is the extra large. It's an orthopedic mattress for therapeutic joint and muscle relief. So if you have big dogs, things like this, I guess, would prevent from future destruction of the joints. Wow, this is really big. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So these type of beds are really great for crate linings. It'll expand on its own, I guess, with time. It says 24 hours. I guess it comes with an extra cover. I'm not too sure. Or maybe you can buy them separately. They just sent me one. It's really cool though. Alright, so you let this expand. So I guess I'll show you guys in a little bit after it's expanded. With that being said, we move on to our last package. It is a hammock, or as most people know it as, a seat cover for your car for dogs. I actually have owned one before, but this company decided to send me one to review because just in time I had lost my old one. So I needed a new one. Oh. And this one is way better than my old one, for sure. The padding is really cool. This is my first time seeing it, but of course I saw pictures and stuff. And I was really excited to have it. So it attaches to your back seat. You can make it a one-seater or the whole back seat, or the whole trunk of like an SUV. There's so many variations to do with this, and of course I'll show you how I use it. I really like this because it actually does look a little fancy. It has like those accent colors in here, and the padding is really nice. These do have pockets for, I don't know, essentials. It even has mesh so they can still see you through the back seat, and it's also waterproof. So I would really recommend having one of these if you have a long-haired dog, or if you take your dog out a lot. Like I used to take my dog hiking and camping and to the lakes and everything, and of course if you guys do that, you know that they get muddy, so that's where that comes in handy, so you don't mess up your car. It also helps if you have long-haired dogs, you don't get hair all over your car. It's just a plus. So I do want to mention one last thing, and it's this bad boy right here. You might not know what it is. It is a, what is it called? It is a spot clean vacuum, and this is like my savior when it comes to having 3 dogs. But what I'm trying to say is this will come in handy for those little times that you need to clean up those spots. This one is my favorite because it's very compact, light, and as you see, it's not even that big. You can take it anywhere. Obviously not everywhere, but most places you can store it. I really like this one because it's very powerful. It'll go into the depths and crevices of your carpets or any surface and clean it to the very best of its ability. I love to use it for my car. I do have like an older type of car. The first time I cleaned it, so much dirt you can see through this clear spacing of the vacuum right here. And before I bought this, I did look up reviews, and this was one of the top 10 pet ones that I found. One of the ones that aren't really related to pets is the Abyssal Green. That one's great as well, but I like this one because it does heat up just in case you have those hard to reach stains. Would recommend, maybe if you don't want to get this one, I'll leave some like cheaper ones that are actually really good too. These are on sale right now, but they are a little bit pricey, but I was just putting it out there just in case you guys want to invest in one. Really great. Alright, well that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful in any way. Maybe I shed some light on some things that you just did not know existed and you wanted to go ahead and try out for yourself. Like I said before, I'm going to leave the links down below to everything I mentioned in this video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it, like always. Your support for the channel. If you guys want to see more of these videos, go ahead and check out my channel. I do post a lot of things like this that'll help you guys out for you dog owners out there. But besides all that, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!